diamonds or the one been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother.
M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The Ravens hit 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Let's see what you got. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. There we go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think?
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive. Good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Hands it off out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. 7-7, our score after 1. throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down, they'll run it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
55, right there in the middle, 55. I got you, pump. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Check 55. Check 55 for life. All day, dog.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Check pass. Check pass. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Here we go.
From the 17, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Mike, you. 59. Hey, here I come.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
59. Let's go, defense. Deep, man up, deep. Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Let's go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Pushes past him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to give that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
In motion left goes a tight end. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
You got nothing.
No, we changed it.
56 to Musk, boys. 56. Check 56. Coming to you. Coming to you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Yo, yo. 55. Check 55. Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 55. Mike 55. What's the name? Nice hot. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You must be dreaming. 55.
Change it.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 55. Mike 55. Check, check, check. Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Let's go. 13. Hey, middle. Check, 55, come on. Check.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Strip that ball. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Hey, watch the slam.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, he's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Now back to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We're pretty woeful there, just 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Let's put that team on the box.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice job escaping the pocket, and boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Back to throw.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Too low,
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Jim. Kill. Wide, get wide.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Tommy Trimble,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Jackson.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Go ahead. Crunch down, defense. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Report. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, get in the way.
Jackson.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hey, middle. You don't want it? Check. Here's one. Alert 3. Report. Shit.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal.
Hey, report. You ain't got nothing. Hey, check right. Watching your back. Yeah, I got you.
Now Jackson.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Jackson to throw.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week.
Any quarterback should have to bear, and if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.